For nearly 232 years, the Coast Guard has provided safety and security for the American people. Americans are proud of their Coast Guard and every person who serves in this organization, whether in uniform or as a civilian, active duty, reserve, or auxiliary. Each member of the Coast Guard workforce, you are the heartbeat of the service. We will focus on mission excellence so you can continue to be brilliant at our core work. We will find the best ways to deploy our assets to meet global demand for the Coast Guard, from the Arctic to Antarctica, throughout the world's oceans, the entire coastline and river systems in the United States. Advances in new technology, changes in the economy, an evolving geopolitical landscape means demand for Coast Guard missions have never been higher. You have answered the call to serve. We will be the Coast Guard where you can perform your best and bring your best to the potential that is this nation. We will make the transformation we need to keep pace with the changing world, while being guided by our core values of honor, respect, and devotion to duty. With pride in our long history and appreciation for the sense of belonging that we share in this service. The pace of change creates challenge, but it also creates opportunity. Today, we will advance the Coast Guard America needs for tomorrow. Tomorrow looks different, and so will we.
I've told this so many times that I can, you know, because people ask me all the time, well, you know, you were a commissioned officer, right? No. Well, you graduated from the academy.
Some people recognize me at the academy as
so I've been down this road
official,
many times.
unofficial photographer here.
My name is Paul Duddy, and some people recognize me at the academy as the official, unofficial photographer.
My primary connection with the academy was
almost all of my time taking pictures of cadets and various activities.
And became
my primary connection with the academy goes all the way back to 1967.
I did spend 2 years at the academy.
When I graduated from high school and became
2 years as
a swab here at the academy.
When I decided
I did spend 2 years at the academy. Most people surprised to find out I spent 2 years as a swab at the academy. When I decided that engineering was probably not my station in life, I left the academy and I became a teacher and a coach back in New York where I grew up. I had no contact with the academy until 16 years ago when I was invited by Admiral Allen to come to his change of command ceremony down in Washington, D.C. After that, 35th homecoming here at the academy, my first digital camera took pictures of the game, went home, printed them up, drove back the next week, gave them to the cadets. They liked it. It's grown from one sport to as many as I can cover, and it includes all kinds of
2,000, depending on how liberal.
At the end of the day, I'll have probably 1,500 pictures, maybe 2,000, depending on how liberal I get with the trigger. And then I'll be up until 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and try to wrap them up and get them out to people. I mean, really, there is no best lens, obviously. I mean, the reason we carry multiples is I'll be carrying the 200, 500, and then coach will say, can you do a team picture? Well, yeah, but not with this, you know, so I got to reach in the bag and go get something smaller so that I can, you know, do 32 kids at a time instead of 1 or 2. One of the things that I really enjoy about it is connecting cadets and parents. I mean, we have parents that, you know, might be living on the West Coast, they might be in Hawaii or Alaska, they might be in another country, and they're not going to get to see their kids, you know, face to face, and without my photos, they may not see anything at all. So there are many parents that spend hours and hours going through my pictures, hoping to find their cadet. They call it, you know, go find Waldo. And if they find their cadet, they're delighted. And if they don't, they'll still thank me for the effort because at least they know what's happening at the academy. And there's almost no other way that they can get that kind of insight. So they see activities that they might not have even known exist here, and suddenly not only do they know that it exists, but they see that their cadet is participating in it.
I even have people call me for meetings and stuff and from DC, and they're like, "You're the Facebook lady." So yeah, I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. My name is Christy Rose, and I currently work for the Office of Inclusion and Diversity, and just recently moved over from there, from the Commonwealth Cadets office here in Chase Hall. So a lot of people here know me, or actually I should say all around, as the Facebook lady. I have a good time during this academic school year working on the Facebook page with the Facebook Lives. I hop on a few minutes before drill time to give the families a little sneak peek of their cadets, and I roam around asking questions and just getting some hi moms and a few hi dads, sometimes hi grandmas. It's a lot of fun. I enjoy it. It's a little bit morale for me, and it hypes up the Corps to get them ready for drill, to be drill psyched as they call it. So, and the parents, they love it. And I do get noticed out in public sometimes. I'll be in the store and they'll say, "I know you, you're the Facebook lady." Especially around Parents Weekend. I get a lot of those, "You're the Facebook lady." So it's a lot of fun. So I've been here in Chase Hall for 14 years. So this is my 14th swab summer. I came in 2 weeks prior to the class of 2012 reporting in day, or day one I should say, and you have the opportunity to watch them become swabs, so from civilian to swab, and then the 4 years of the 200-week journey that they have, and I get to watch them grow and develop, and I'm honored and blessed to be able to be a part of their career and watching them become officers. And it's so exciting because graduation is just a few days away, and we're very excited here on base, but as well as me, because I got to watch them walk in the door as civilians. And then on graduation day, I tell them I don't know who is more excited to see them go, me or their parents, because my smile is just as big as their families are, because I got to see them literally grow up in front of my eyes over the past 4 years. So to the families, I am very honored and proud to be a part of your cadets' career. I am very lucky I get to watch them from day one to the last day of graduation day to develop as leaders of character that will be part of our great Coast Guard. I'm very lucky to be a part of this Coast Guard family.
I definitely do think that my time at the Academy was worth it. All the time that I put in, I do think that it's paying off. I think that all of the friends that I've made at school really makes the experience worth it, and this summer has pretty much solidified that for me. My name is First Class Shannon Schmidt, and I'm from Long Island, New York, and I'm a first class cadet at the Coast Guard Academy. Right now, I am on Coast Guard Cutter Bear, and we are transiting to Nook, Greenland. We are in the Saglit Fjords, and we're transiting with the Danish, French, and Canadian military. Every summer, the Coast Guard Academy sends their first class cadets to stations around the United States. We have some cadets that are sent to internships. We have some that are sent to air stations, or ones like me that are sent to Coast Guard cutters for 11 weeks. I think that before coming to Coast Guard Cutter Bear, I had no idea what I wanted to do. I always thought that I wanted to be on land, and I never thought that I would end up liking being underway this much, but I think that this whole summer has shaped what I wanted to do in the upcoming years. Since going to prep school and now going on to my 5th year, I really can't see myself doing anything else. So I'm actually extremely excited to get back to school, which I've never thought I'd said before, but I'm excited to see all my friends again, and especially to be a senior at the Academy, just to know that everything that I've put into school and all the work that I put in is paying off. So I just have to make it through the next 2 semesters, and then we'll see from there.
Wow, recollections of my swab summer. I remember being really hot. I remember doing a lot of push-ups, and I don't remember it being anywhere as structured and as organized as it is today, and the oversight clearly wasn't what it is today as well. My name is Rear Admiral Bill Kelly. I'm the 42nd Superintendent of the United States Coast Guard Academy, and I am responsible for the training and education of America's future leaders. I am responsible for the United States Coast Guard Academy, the education part of it, the military training part of it, the athletics, and all of the extracurriculars. So we're coming up on the end of SWAB Summer, a 7-week program for our new freshmen. We call them SWABs here at the Coast Guard Academy. In a couple days, they'll transform from SWABs into 4th class, and that transformation is pretty cool. You know, they come in that first Monday, the 26th of June they started, and many of them are not quite sure what the United States military is all about, and I get to watch them from afar across campus, and they grow and develop by the day, by the week. And you know, I went running with one of the companies today, and you know, they're in step, and they're sounding off, and they're motivating each other. It's really inspiring to see them grow and develop as individuals, but more importantly as a team, because that's what we will be in the United States Coast Guard. When they graduate from here, they'll be part of the world's best team. What I like to say to the cadre is, this is more about developing them than it is necessarily developing the SWABs. We just happen to give them the SWABs as part of their opportunity to develop in leading self, right, and leading others. This is their first opportunity to lead others, and they do that during SWAB Summer. I don't think during my SWAB Summer that the 2nd class looked at it as their leadership development opportunity, and I'm not sure when I was a cadre I necessarily looked at it as about me growing and developing as a leader. So, you know, throughout my career, I've been blessed. I've had the opportunity to be the CEO of each of our session sources, OCS, Cape May, and now the Coast Guard Academy. And I think what we're doing today, and what I know what we're doing today, is really meeting the Commandant's call, right? Tomorrow will look different, so will we. And that just doesn't mean that we're gonna look different from the cutters that we have as we build out our new fleet of cutters. It's not gonna mean we just look different from the people that we're recruiting in. This is the most diverse the Academy's ever been. But you know, we're developing our leaders to think and act differently. And that means that there's a lot to that, right? There's a lot to unpack in that. What they're doing and what they're learning in the classroom. You know, cyber is such an important component of what we're doing. But also ensuring that each and every graduate leaves here with a liking for the sea and its lore. It's really evolved over time. It's so much more than that, just small group leadership. It's understanding how tomorrow will look different, and the talents and skills that we need to meet tomorrow's change are critically important. They start right here at the Coast Guard Academy, Officer Candidate School, the LDC. Yeah, so the class of 2026 is getting ready to wrap up SWAB Summer, 7 weeks. But this is a 200-week program. And you know, so they got 193 weeks to go. And some of those weeks are gonna be incredibly challenging. And some of those weeks are gonna be incredibly inspiring. And so my guidance, my theme, if you will, for them is that they've been through a lot. They've been through a lot here over the past 7 weeks, but they've been through a lot as young high school students getting through COVID and doing those type of things. Now there's an opportunity to come together and rise to a next level together, right? To commit to something bigger and greater than themselves, commit themselves to our core values. And my hope is that we can see them on an upward trajectory as a class. And we're gonna do everything we can here to support their growth and development as they rise together.
You have traveled on this remarkable journey together. I look out at you cadets, and I see the very best of America. I see a group of individuals, each with your own life experience. A group who came together to become a strong, cohesive unit in service of the greater good. In everything you do, you will embody America's values, and you will enhance our strength as a nation. Remember how you feel in this moment, because that will help guide you in each of your assignments ahead. We know you are ready to serve, and your country is so proud of you. Congratulations again, May God bless you, and may God bless the United States of America.
Congratulations, Excellency. Welcome to the United States Coast Guard Officer Corps.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 142nd Commencement Exercises of the United States Coast Guard Academy. I'm Captain Karina Fleischman, a professor in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering and a proud member of the class of 1998. I teach courses in environmental engineering, water resources, and coastal resiliency. For the next 25 minutes or so, as we await the main event, I will do my best to keep you distracted and not thinking about those comfy metal bleachers you're sitting on. This will be a test of your resiliency. Don't worry, I'm not alone in this endeavor. I am joined by the world-famous U.S. Coast Guard Band under the direction of Commander Adam Williamson. You just heard the band perform John Philip Sousa's The Thunderer, composed in 1889. Did you know that Sousa, known as America's March King, helped create the Coast Guard Band? Sousa, with directors of the Navy Band and the New York Philharmonic, helped establish the Coast Guard Band in 1925. Also joining me in this pregame show will be a few well-wishers who we will bring to you through the magic of technology. Behold, the scoreboard. Following the ceremony, we will continue the broadcast with video greetings from the parents, families, and CGA faculty and staff that will also come via the scoreboard. You are here today for a commencement. A commencement is not the same as a graduation. As an environmental engineer, I am keenly familiar with the graduated cylinder. I ask my students to incrementally measure liquids using the graduated cylinder. Like a cylinder, a graduation is a step. Commencement, on the other hand, is an initiation. It signifies that one is ready to begin. Commencement has its roots in the Western Catholic Church, where the education was, as a result, young single men, bachelors. These young men matriculated through their studies and then entered the system, the church. At the U.S. Coast Guard Academy, we have a commencement. Our graduates are not going off to work. Today is the day that first-class cadets will begin their work for the system they are already working in. Now that we've looked at where we are today, I want to look at where your cadets began. In the summer of 2019, the U.S. Coast Guard Academy swore in 279 swabs from 1,930 applicants. As you know, this is an impressive bunch. 39% were women, 35% were from underrepresented groups, 108 or 39% went through the AIM program, 54 or 19% graduated from our Scholars program, 18 swabs were high school valedictorians. 85% of this class earned a varsity letter in high school, and 47% of them were athletic team captains. This is a diverse and accomplished class. Graduates of this class also include representatives from the nations of Costa Rica, Mauritius, and the Philippines. The Academy's impact on our nation, represented through your cadets, is a sign of promise for this country. As a nation, we have long been inspired by the promise of America, and some historic American figures have chosen to capture this emotion of promise through either song or literature. One such American, a professor named Catherine Lee Bates, was a literature professor who taught at Wellesley. In 1893, while visiting Colorado, Bates hiked Pikes Peak. At the top of the 14,000-foot summit, she was overcome by the majesty and the splendor. The impact caused her to write a poem, which she first called Pikes Peak. The poem really demanded that someone put it to music. So Samuel Augustus Ward, an organist and choir director at the Grace Church in Newark, New Jersey, took on the challenge. Her words, his music, and America the Beautiful was born. By the 1920s, many believed America the Beautiful should be the national anthem of the United States. However, as many of you know, in 1931, Congress officially gave that honor to the Star-Spangled Banner. On a day where we are gathered here in celebration of these graduates who have chosen a life of service and embody the third stanza of America the Beautiful, as they are those who more than self their country loved. Let's turn our attention again to the Coast Guard Band. Ladies and gentlemen, America the Beautiful. America the Beautiful also speaks of heroes. The Oxford Dictionary defines a hero as a person who is admired or idealized for courage, outstanding achievements, or noble qualities. Members of the U.S. Coast Guard are often put in situations that provide them an opportunity to become a hero. It's our mission, our ethos, and Coast Guard heroes know that heroism without teamwork is nearly impossible. Let's turn our attention to the scoreboard to hear from some of our Coast Guard leaders.
Hi, I'm Vice Admiral Andy Tionson, Commander of Coast Guard Pacific Area, and a proud member of the great Coast Guard Academy class of 1989.
And I'm Master Chief Lucas Pullen, Command Master Chief of Pacific Area, and soon to be proud Coast Guard Academy Dad. This is a dynamic and exciting time for our Coast Guard. Your enthusiastic leadership has never been more in demand, and you are prepared.
Hey, you are energetic, diverse, and talented. I want you to carry all of that focus that you have at the Academy, carry it forward into the fleet, and pay attention to three things. Please. First, strategic leadership. Both aboard your first units and around the globe, your leadership in the maritime domain makes the Coast Guard a trusted partner for everyone. Proficiency, number two, proficiency. Continuously pursue mastery in your specialty. Not only being competent in your assigned role, but also expand your worldviews by always seeking opportunity. Number three, teamwork. Unity of effort is key to mission success, mission excellence, and sharpening our competitive edge.
We must always remember our core values and our ethos as we adapt to the challenges of our future.
Congratulations for completing your first chapter of your Coast Guard journey and beginning your next. Semper Paratus, go Bears!
Class of 2023, congratulations on your graduation and commissioning today. Command Master Chief DeMello and I and the entire Land Area Forces look forward to welcoming you into the fleet.
I charge you to challenge yourself and those around you to be better every day. Always remember to do the right things for the right reasons at the right time.
Again, thank you for volunteering. As you begin your journey as ensigns, you bear an awesome responsibility to inspire our crews to get the mission done and safely return while taking the very best care of them. I know you're ready.
Semper Paratus.
Good morning and welcome, family and friends, to the Coast Guard Academy Class of 2023. I'm Admiral Charlie Ray, U.S. Coast Guard retired. I'm the Tyler Chair at the Loy Institute for Leadership here at the Academy. I want to thank you for your support for this outstanding class. To the Class of 2023, congratulations. It has been an honor and a privilege for me to follow you on your journey to this important day of graduation and commissioning. I've watched you lead the regiment both in Chase Hall and across this campus. You've excelled in your academic endeavors. You've demonstrated sportsmanship and talent on the athletic fields and on the stage. You've certainly embraced the Coast Guard core values of honor, respect, and devotion to duty. You are ready to lead as leaders of character in the fleet. Your shipmates in the fleet are waiting on you, and your nation needs you. God bless and Semper Paratus.
To the great class of 2023.
We're proud of you, and we're grateful for spending this journey with you.
And remember, we will always be all in on your success. And as always, Semper Paratus and forever. Go Bears!
As you watch these videos, I hope you get a sense of the community and realize that Coast Guard is excited to welcome your ensigns. The Coast Guard lives up to its motto, Semper Paratus, which means always ready. The Coast Guard is always ready to support and assist. This phrase, Semper Paratus, has been used by revenue mariners since the 1840s, but the song for it didn't come along until 1922. That's when Captain Francis Saltus van Boskirk wrote the words. In 1925, he and some friends put it to music. Semper Paratus recounts the rich history of the Coast Guard, which is full of fascinating stories that are only recently gaining the attention they deserve. Speaking of history, your soon-to-be commissioned ensigns are living Coast Guard history today as they take the oath to support the Constitution of the United States as Alexander Hamilton envisioned back in June of 1791. Here, via video, is Alexander Hamilton's letter to the Revenue Cutter Service.
To the class of 2023, the first words of advice to the officers of the Revenue Marine came from our service's founding father, and they are still relevant today.
The class of '63 thought so much of Hamilton's letter of instruction that they embronzed them on the monument now adorning the hall that bears his name.
We, your fellow alumni, pass this charge from Secretary Hamilton through a long blue line to you as you prepare to stand the watch. From Treasury Secretary, June 4th, 1791.
As you are speedily to enter upon the duties of your station, it becomes proper briefly to point out your powers and the objects to which you are to attend.
It may be observed generally the province of the revenue cutter to guard revenue laws from all infractions or breaches upon the waters of the United States.
The officers of the revenue cutters are to be deemed officers of the customs.
It will be expected that a regular journal be kept in each cutter and that all occurrences be summarily noticed therein.
While I recommend in the strongest terms to the respective officers activity, vigilance, and firmness, I feel no less solicitude that their deportment may be marked with prudence, moderation, and good temper.
They will always keep in mind that their countrymen are freemen, and as such are impatient of everything that bears the least mark of a domineering spirit.
They will therefore, with most guarded circumspection, from whatever has the semblance of haughtiness, rudeness, or insult.
This reflection and regard to the good of the service will prevent at all times a spirit of irritation or resentment.
They will endeavor to overcome difficulties by a cool and temperate perseverance in their duty, by address and moderation, rather by vehemence or violence.
These have been selected with so careful an attention to character as to afford the strongest assurance that their conduct will be that of good officers and good citizens.
But in an affair so delicate and important, it has been deemed most advisable to listen to the suggestions of caution rather than of confidence.
All officers appointed pursuant to this act of the 1st of June, 1789 requires that you take the oath to support the Constitution of the United States. I am your obedient servant, Alexander Hamilton, Secretary of the Treasury.
2023, it has been my honor to be your humble servant over the past 200 weeks. Congratulations. Welcome to the Long Blue Line.
Alexander Hamilton is considered the father of the Coast Guard. Another of the Coast Guard's founding fathers is Hopley Yeaton. Hopley Yeaton was the first commissioned officer of Hamilton's Revenue Cutter Service. But people forget that at the time, the Continental Navy had been disbanded and the United States Navy had not yet been established. So, Hopley Yeaton wasn't merely the first commissioned officer of the Revenue Cutter Service, he was the first commissioned maritime officer of the United States. Both these men, Hamilton and Yeaton, have a physical presence here at the Academy. Hopley Yeaton's tomb sits in Crown Park beside the Academy Chapel. And in 2018, the Coast Guard Academy welcomed the first statue of a human being at the Coast Guard Academy when we unveiled the memorial to Alexander Hamilton, just in front of Hamilton Hall, a gift from the Coast Guard Academy class of 1963. Of course, it was not the first statue at the Academy. The first statue at CGA pays tribute to our favorite catchphrase, "Go Bears." Dedicated in 1997, OBG beat Alexander Hamilton. Our statue of OBG is just down the road at Bear Plaza in front of Leamy Hall. In a few moments, your sons and daughters will enter into this field and be prepared to receive their commissions. They will enter down the hill, you can probably see them now, from Rowland Hall through the south end of Cadet Memorial Field. They will take their seats as cadets for the very last time. Following the cadets will be the faculty, officers in their whites, and civilians decked out in their regalia. Finally, from the Alumni Center on our right, we will welcome the official party. The official party, Secretary Alejandro Mayorga, is the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security. It is almost time for the chapel bells, which means that it's time for me to go. So I thank you and say congratulations to all of you and to your ensigns. And as Admiral Kelly often says, forward together.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 142nd Commencement Exercises of the United States Coast Guard Academy. I am Captain Arthur Ray, the Commandant Cadets of the United States Coast Guard Academy. Please rise for the arrival of the official party and the rendering of honors. The rendering of honors includes a 19-gun salute. Please expect loud cannon fire. Military personnel, attend, hut. Now, Coast Guard Academy, arriving. Now, Coast Guard arriving. Military personnel, hand salute. Ladies and gentlemen, the Secretary of Homeland Security of the United States of America arriving. Ready, two. Please remain standing for our national anthem. Military personnel, hand salute. Ready, two. Please remain standing. At this time, I invite Professor Glenn Freisinger to the front of the stage. As mace bearer, Professor Freisinger is among the most senior members of the faculty who personifies the ideal of learning at the Coast Guard Academy.
The 142nd commencement exercises of the United States Coast Guard Academy are now convened.
Lieutenant Commander Camille R. Williams, Chaplain, United States Coast Guard Academy, will now deliver the invocation.
Let us pray. Proverbs chapter 3, verses 5 through 6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct your paths. We give thanks for this day, a day some thought never would come. 4 more years ago, divine providence brought these cadets to New London. Some of them started sooner with AIM and CGAS. Upon acceptance, many screamed, "Thank you, Lord." But after enduring swab summer and 4th class year, their prayers turned to "Help me, Lord." Well, you heard their supplications and granted their request. This is the moment they dreamed of. Thank you for bringing them through the many nights of doubt and uncertainty. Thank you for your healing power when they suffered injury. Thank you for giving them the strength to go on when they felt like giving up. And thank you to the family, faculty, staff, and leadership that pushed them to succeed. This path has not been easy, but if it were, then everyone would do it. Today shows why they were selected. They persevered and made it through, and today they shall reap the rewards of their work. They started from the bottom, and now they are here. Bless this ceremony. Let everything said and done be to your glory, and it is to you we give all honor and praise. Amen.
Thank you, Chaplain. Ladies and gentlemen, please be seated. Platform party and presenters of commissions, please join the class of 2023 and uncover. All other military personnel in uniform, please remain covered throughout the ceremony. I now have the pleasure of introducing our 42nd Superintendent of the United States Coast Guard Academy, Rear Admiral Bill Kelly.
Well, good morning, everyone. It is great to see you all here. This is an amazing viewpoint for us looking up at you. Secretary Mayorkas, Admiral Fagan, public and community leaders, distinguished alumni, military veterans, faculty, staff, coaches, family and friends, and the Corps of Cadets. Good morning and welcome to the home of the Officer Corps of the United States Coast Guard. And to the great class of 2023, good morning. Congratulations, you did it. You have navigated the 200-week journey and you have sprinted through the tape, arriving here today where you receive your diplomas, take the oath, and accept your commissions. Then you will depart this institution as officers, ready in all respects to forge a courageous new path as leaders in the world's best Coast Guard. This is certainly a memorable day for our Academy, our Coast Guard, and our nation. Secretary Mayorkas, thank you so much, sir, for presiding over today's ceremony. It is an honor and a privilege to have you back on board our amazing campus, where we prepare every single officer in the United States Coast Guard. Sir, the women and men that you see here before you are ready in all respects to serve as leaders of character. They are prepared to uphold their oath and to protect and defend our great nation. And I can attest with great certainty, sir, that they are ready to serve wherever and whenever our country needs them. Thank you again for being with us today, sir. And I believe you've been at every commencement ceremony that I've been here in person. so I thank you for that as well. Parents, family, and friends who were so important to the class of 2023, we are thankful to have you with us today, both in person and those joining us online. Thank you for everything you did to support these brave young cadets through the twists and turns that we have all experienced over the past 4 years. You were with them every step of the way during a period like none other in our nation's history. I hope you take great pride in what they have accomplished, and I am confident you will look fondly on the success that is sure to come in the years ahead. And a final word of thanks from me to our faculty, coaches, and staff who prepared the class of 2023. You modeled the way, day in and day out, of what it means to be all in. You guided us all to rise together, and I thank you for your commitment to our mission and developing leaders of character. Class of 2023, would you please join me in a round of applause thanking your family, your friends, and our faculty, staff, coaches, and crew who have supported you these past 4 years. To the great class of 2023, we have challenged you to be all in. Over the course of the past 4 years, you have exhibited the ability to be all in. We began our journey together back in June of 2019, and you immediately set the tone for your class with your spirit and your enthusiasm during SWAB summer. You remained all in even as we departed CGA to deal with the impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic. And we saw the excitement on your faces when you were excited to come back here in the summer of 2020 to return to campus and reconnect with your classes as third-class cadets. Many of you then departed CGA to fill critical positions on cutters and at stations across our service to ensure the Coast Guard was ready to meet the calls of the nation. As second class, you were all in as you prepared the class of 2025. Your inclusive spirit and commitment to your efforts as cadre ensured the class of 2025 enjoyed the highest retention of any class in the history of this great academy. Over the past year, you have led the Corps of Cadets as we fully embraced all of the things that come with a 4-year service academy experience. You were all in as you led the Corps of Cadets to so many exciting victories and experiences. From a last-second win on the soccer pitch against KP to national recognition on the mat and the tracks and the fields across this great nation. To the joy, the beauty, and the beast brought us on the stage at Leamy Hall, to the countless successes in the classrooms and labs of the Academy, some of which led to a Truman and Fulbright Scholar who we'll meet in just a little bit. Class of 2023, you were all in, and you set the tone and the example for the rest of the Corps and the Academy to follow. Our Commandant has stated that the culture of the United States Coast Guard starts right here on board this Academy. Ma'am, I couldn't agree with you more, and I am confident the graduates you see here before you are ready in all respects to be all in for our service. They are ready to contribute their spirit, their intellect, and their commitment to our core values. They have learned how to be the most inclusive class ever to graduate from CGA, and I know they are ready to lead the women and men of our great service. Class of 2023, we have invested much in your development. Your future lies ahead of you. Remain all in to do what is right, regardless of your personal sacrifice that it may entail. And if you remain all in for your people, if you care for them, if you prepare them, and if you set incredibly high expectations for them, and if you challenge them to be great and meet those expectations, then your unit, our Coast Guard, and the nation we love will be stronger for it. To the great class of 2023, as I prepare to step aside and retire next week after 40 years in uniform, I am so thankful I had the opportunity to serve with you. You are amazing, and it has been the honor and the privilege of my life to serve as your superintendent. And I hope you know that Mrs. Kelly and I will always remain all in on your success. We wish you fair winds and great fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, we truly have much to celebrate today, And on behalf of the entire Coast Guard Academy community, I thank everyone who had a part in today's ceremony. And I'd ask you to join me one last time as we wrap up and say, Semper Paratus and forever, go Bears! Of the 243 young women and men graduating with the class of 2023, 3 are international cadets who have proudly represented their nations while greatly enriching our academy and our Corps. At this time, we invite these international cadets, along with members of their national delegation, to stand when their names are called. These graduates will return to their countries and serve with distinction in their armed forces. Audience, I ask you to please hold your applause until all the names have been read. From Costa Rica, Adrian Alpizar. From the Philippines, Joshua Angelo Arbe. And from Mauritius, Godwin Piang Ni. Would you please join me in a round of applause for our international shipmates? I now have the privilege of introducing this year's distinguished graduate. The distinguished graduate is the cadet who graduates with the highest military precedence average, which includes the academic, military, and physical components of the entire 200-week program. It is with great pride that I introduce this year's distinguished graduate, First Class Christine Groves. First Class Groves hails from the great state of Texas. Her parents are Blake and Elva Groves, and she was raised with their siblings, Nolan, Valerie, and Brian. She is a mechanical engineering major. During her senior year, First Class Groves was the vice president of the Cadet Drama Club. She was also an active participant in our Windjammers program and jazz band, and the cadet musical, Beauty and the Beast, where she played Cogsworth, the Beast's major domo turned pendulum clock. She also served on the Academy's Advisory Board of Women. This advisory board identified opportunities and challenges for female cadets, including an assessment of our culture, leadership development, access to health care, and they made regular recommendations to myself and the Assistant Commandant of Human Resources at Coast Guard Headquarters to improve these matters here at the Coast Guard Academy. First Class Groves is a Truman Scholar and a Fulbright Scholar. Upon graduation, First Class Groves will complete graduate schooling at Reykjavik University in Iceland. It is my pleasure to introduce the distinguished graduate of the U.S. Coast Guard Academy Class of 2023, Cadet First Class Christine Groves. Pages are blown just a little.
Good morning, Secretary Mayorkas, Admiral Fagan, Admiral Kelly, Provost Donahue, distinguished guests, faculty and staff, family and friends, and the great class of 2023. To sum up the last 4 years, I'd like to begin with a quote. "The world is not in your books and maps. It's out there, and you'll have a tale or two of your own to tell when you come back. Can you promise that I will come back? No. And if you do, you will not be the same." This exchange between Gandalf and Bilbo marks the beginning of the adventure that Bilbo embarks on in The Hobbit. We also chose to go on our own unexpected journey when we reported in to Swab Summer almost 4 years ago, not knowing what our time here would bring. We too did not come back the same, and we each have our own unique tales to tell. Over the past 4 years, we grew into our roles as mentors, scholars, and leaders, and we will continue to do so as we embark on adventures as officers. Though we did not face trolls, wizards, or dragons like Bilbo, we overcame online classes, meals in our room, different formation times every year, and what felt like making endless circles on Eagle in the Atlantic Ocean instead of going to Iceland. Throughout these challenges, we reached out to friends and loved ones on countless video calls, virtual movie nights, and online games. There were many chances when we could have chosen to give up or quit, but we did not. As Bilbo said, go back? No good at all. Go sideways? Impossible. Go forward? Only thing to do. On we go. And on we went. The 200 weeks were never easy, but as we discovered are the niches where we belong, we found community. We learned new instruments, walked onto sports teams, participated in gopher nights, danced at Castle Dance, and in one particular case, became a magical singing candlestick in Beauty and the Beast. Through companionship, we helped each other find the strength to persevere. Even though we will be leaving some of these communities behind, I know that the families that we have formed here will stand the test of time. As Bilbo told his family, this was far too short a time to live among such excellent and admirable people. I know less than half of you half as well as I should like, and I like less than half of you half as well as you deserve. But I know that I can rely on each and every one of you, no matter what we'll face on the exciting journey ahead. We have been told that the challenges, such as climate change, that we'll face in the Coast Guard will be unprecedented, and we are expected to deal with issues such as recruitment and retention shortcomings. This can be daunting at times, and we may wish that we were going into a Coast Guard with different circumstances. But as Gandalf told Frodo, that is not for us to decide. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. We cannot change our circumstances, but we can choose what action we take and what impact we want to have. When we first arrived, Admiral Kelly challenged our class to be the most inclusive class to graduate from the academy, and that does not end with graduation. We can have a strong influence on the culture of the Coast Guard and can work towards creating a gender-equitable Coast Guard where everyone feels valued for being their authentic selves. 4 years ago, we heard Admiral Kelly's call to action and rose to the occasion as we made ourselves seen and heard consistently. Just as the Fellowship of the Ring set off to change their world, we set off to change ours. First Class Taylor Young was a founding member to the Advisory Board to Women who briefed Admiral Fagan on potential solutions to challenges that women face at the Academy. First Class Turner Linnefelter and First Class Hector Orozco Rivera developed policy recommendation memorandums to be presented at the White House at the annual Student Conference on U.S. Affairs. First Class Alyssa Parker is creating a diversity, equity, and inclusion internship at Jennifer Brown Consulting Firm in New York City. First Class Brian Morrell championed diversity as editor-in-chief of ITS, the Cadet Literary Journal. First Class Samika Lewis created the Orchestra Club, diversifying the music programs provided for cadets. First Class Godwin Pyongni started color ceremonies to celebrate International Cadets Independence Days. Our class helped to initiate the first celebration of International Transgender Day of Visibility and the first ever Pride Week at the Coast Guard Academy. We still have much work to do until everyone truly belongs, but we can lead the way to make the Coast Guard the first branch to recognize our genderqueer and non-binary shipmates. We have proven that we care about creating a culture of inclusivity, and we cannot lose momentum as we join the fleet. We are going from the top of the cadet chain of command to the bottom of the officer corps, but we must still make our voices heard. As proven by our shipmates and our Hobbit heroes, even the smallest person can change the course of the future. We need to continue writing memos and regulation changes and educating our shipmates to continue to bring our culture towards acceptance of every military member. I know that we can help the Coast Guard lead the way for other branches to create more inclusive uniform and grooming standards and conditions that attract and retain a diverse workforce. Like the Fellowship of their Ring on their journey together, we will face resistance, and it may be slow at times. But like the Fellowship, we will persist. However, we cannot make any changes to the Coast Guard without taking care of ourselves first. On the final steps of their journey to destroy the Ring, on the slopes of Mount Doom, Frodo collapsed to the ground, unable to take another step. His companion Sam picked up Frodo, physically carrying him the last excruciating steps up the mountain to save their world. We have carried each other throughout our journey at the Academy and will continue to support each other in the fleet. As we've been told, we must learn about our people and how to take care of them. But don't forget to learn more about yourself and ensure that you are taken care of too. We must consciously choose self-care so we are capable of helping those who need us. Self-care comes in many forms. Sometimes eating a pint of Ben & Jerry's isn't the healthiest option, but sometimes it's what's needed. I'd often grab a pint of fudge-filled fish food from the cadet store and eat it for both first and second breakfast. When we take care of ourselves and others, we have a greater capacity to enact change. Frodo and Sam changed their world for the better, and I know that we will too. Thank you to all the parents, siblings, partners, faculty, officers, and the unsung heroines and heroes who helped us make it to this day. A huge congratulations to First Class Tegan Cordova for ranking at the top of the class academically. Thank you, Mom and Dad, for your unwavering love and support, and happy birthday, Dad. Thank you to the class of 2023 for becoming my Coast Guard family, despite our differences and the challenges we faced in 4 years. This is just the beginning of our story, not the end. We will continue to support and challenge each other as we embark on the next chapter of our lives. As the fellowship was told, do not trouble your hearts overmuch with thought of the road tonight. Maybe the paths that we shall tread are already laid before your feet, though you do not see them. Class of 2023, home is now behind you, the world is ahead. Thank you. It is now my privilege to introduce the Commandant of the Coast Guard, Admiral Linda L. Fagan.
Good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day in New London. Secretary Mayorkas, thank you for being here. To the Academy faculty, staff, coaches, friends, family, most importantly, the class of 2023. What a great day. I can feel the excitement down here on the field, and I can't think of a better day to be welcoming new ensigns into this incredible Coast Guard. You know, I was reflecting as I got ready for being here with you all today. 38 years ago, I sat in the same seats our cadets are now sitting in. And the 4 years that the 4-year journey you are ending now at the time felt like an eternity to me, and it may have felt that way to you. However, the 38 years since have been nothing but a pleasure and a privilege, and frankly have gone by in a blink. And I hope for you the same experience and successes that I've experienced during my 38-year career in the Coast Guard. You are entering a very different organization than the one that I entered 38 years ago. We're more professional, we're in demand internationally. Our leadership, professionalism, core values, the ethos that we live by are in high demand, and you will be a critical part of carrying all that forward. In just a few short weeks, the ensigns that we will commission here today will report to their new units. And you'll instantly find yourself at the center of critically important work to protect our national security and ensure our economic prosperity. You will report to cutters deployed around the world. You will work with allies and partners throughout the Indo-Pacific, the Atlantic Basin, and the Arctic to help them protect their maritime sovereignty. You'll lead boarding teams to interdict vessels smuggling tons of narcotics, denying transnational criminal organizations the illicit revenues that destabilize Western hemispheres. You'll protect the $5.4 trillion U.S. marine transportation system by inspecting ships and facilities that move 90% of our nation's import and exports. You'll break ice and maintain aids to navigation to keep American waterways open in the efficient movement of cargo. You'll keep close watch on our ports, both on the water and in cyberspace. You'll protect the marine environment by preventing and responding to oil spills, as well as investigate other environmental crimes. You'll lead our crews into demanding dangerous conditions to rescue others in peril at sea. You'll patrol our maritime borders to prevent the loss of life of those making this perilous journey. And when hurricanes strike our shore, you'll deploy from across the nation to rescue people from flooded streets and homes. You'll save lives, protect our national security, and ensure our economic prosperity. And you will be challenged in ways that you have not yet begun to imagine, but you are ready for every challenge coming your way. There's no better time than today to be joining the long blue line of Sentinels currently serving. Let me take a moment and speak to the parents and the families who are here. And thank you for all of your effort and support for the graduates that we have here on the field in front of us. So just as I sat in their seats 38 years ago, I sat in your seats 7 years ago when my youngest daughter graduated in 2016. I know firsthand the agony of the late night tearful phone calls, the uncertainty, the doubt about whether to continue or if your loved one was up to the journey in front of them. But I also know firsthand the elation of a difficult exam passed, a significant accomplishment, athletic accomplishment, and the significance of today as we commission them and welcome them as ensigns into the office corps. So today we celebrate these graduates, but we also celebrate your support, your dedication, your effort over the last 4 years. Without the friends and family, these young new ensigns would not be here. So thank you very much for all that you've done for your loved ones. I have several titles, and one of which is Commandant, and it is truly a privilege to serve in that role and lead this incredible organization. But that's not the title that's the most significant to me. The one that's the most significant to me is Coast Guard Mom. I watched with pride as my daughter graduated, and I continue to watch with pride as she serves and has grown in her Coast Guard career. I want for the young officers that are sitting here in the field in front of us, I want for them what I want for my daughter, and that is an organization where they can be valued and heard and given meaningful work in ways that, as I have told them, they have not yet begun to imagine what their futures hold. I hope you enjoy your graduates' experience as much as they will enjoy it once they enter the fleet. The best is still to come. They've joined not just the world's best Coast Guard, but the world's best military. To our soon-to-be ensigns, when you depart New London today, this will be the last time that you will all gather together as a class. And so take time today to reflect on the significance of your accomplishments over the past 4 years. You are forever forged as a class, and despite time passing, you will reconnect as if no time has passed as you encounter each other in the fleet and during homecoming and the many, many years to come. I ask that you reflect on the duties you will assume as new Coast Guard officers. You will be leading teams of people, many of whom have more experience at this point than you do. And so my charge to you is this: commit to the endeavor. Do the hard work. Bring your best selves each and every day. Lead the sentinels of the Coast Guard workforce. Take care of them, support their families, and never forget your own humanity. Let our Coast Guard core values, honor, respect, devotion to duty, guide your actions both on and off duty. Congratulations. Your cadet time ends today, and your new journey as an officer begins. You are prepared. You are ready. Welcome to the fleet. Congratulations, the class of 2023. It is a privilege and with pride that we are joined today by the Secretary of Homeland Security, the Honorable Alejandro Mayorkas. I have the great privilege of serving and working with the Secretary. We could not have a better advocate or leader for the department and for the service than our current Secretary. He embodies what it means to be a servant leader, and his advocacy is tireless for not just the Coast Guard, but the entire Department of Homeland Security. I'm grateful for his service to the nation. I'm thankful for his presence here today, and it's a privilege to welcome him here to the podium. Mr. Secretary.
Thank you very much, Admiral Fagan. Admiral Kelly, thank you for your leadership of this great academy and for having me here today. So, the academy has been rigorous. SWAB for a year, 3 years without a car, and no leaving campus Monday through Thursday. 6 a.m. reveille every morning. Only a few weeks of leave during summer. Stiff academic requirements, demanding physical conditioning, and exacting military readiness. It indeed has been rigorous. But just wait. The Academy has been preparing you for what lies ahead. Every one of you is going to confront extraordinary challenges of service, and the range of those challenges is as varied as life itself. A helo rescue in extreme weather, navigating an icebreaker in the Arctic, defending the maritime transportation system against cyber attacks, stopping deadly narcotics from reaching our shores, protecting our national interests in the Indo-Pacific, inspecting vessels to protect life at sea and the maritime environment, interdicting and rescuing migrants aboard a cutter in the treacherous Atlantic, and so much more. Life as an officer is going to call upon every lesson you have learned here, every skill you have acquired, and the character you have developed. Very few individuals in their early 20s are going to confront the most consequential challenges that await you in the next 5 years of your military careers. The Academy has done more than prepare you for the work you will perform and the awesome responsibility that you will shoulder. The Academy has built you into leaders, and you will meet the moment. In a short while, you are going to throw your cadet covers high into the air. When your covers land, when those covers fall to the ground, you will begin your career as leaders, as officers of the United States Coast Guard. You will be leaders of people. Your charge will be to bring out the best in them, to inspire them, and to bring them together to work as one for the American people and our partners around the world. While there are many leaders from whom you can draw inspiration, today I ask that you carry with you the 3 leadership lessons that your beloved classmate Nathan Bavankovich wrote down before his death. 1, be a servant. In a world often riddled with selfish desires, be different. Be a person who thinks of others first, a true humanitarian and example of altruism. This is a sign of a great leader. 2, under-promise and over-deliver. Talk is cheap. Be a person of your word. Think about and weigh something before you commit, and then go above and beyond when you can. 3, deeper meaning and love can be found in a world without boxes. Boxes of race, gender, beliefs, culture, and more. There is a world without boxes in which you share a higher meaning with your community, allowing and resulting in love between even personalities and predispositions. As you engage with the people you lead, as you together confront the most difficult of challenges, keep the blessing of Nathan's memory close to you. That will help you be a great leader. You will lead more than people. You are also going to lead the United States Coast Guard, the service you have chosen. Each of you has the opportunity, in fact the responsibility, to build a better Coast Guard for your classmates beside you, for the family behind you, for those who came before us and in whose memory we serve, and for those who will follow you. What you do and how you do it has always been a reflection of your character. Now, as commissioned officers, your actions will also reflect on the institution you lead. Always remember that. You are guardians of and can bring honor to the 232 years of history that have made our Coast Guard the proud, noble military service that it is. I have always wanted to serve. Our country has given so much to my family and me. We came here in 1960 as political refugees. America gave us refuge and opportunity. I wanted to give back, though I didn't always know how I would do so. These past 4 years, you have driven hard towards the goal that you now have achieved. In my 4 years of college, I changed my major at least 3 times, delivered pizza, worked as a messenger, and in the mailroom of an office. I went to law school unsure of what I wanted to do next. Halfway through one law school class, the associate dean warned me that if my grade didn't improve, I'd never get a job in the law. My grade did not get any better. I stand with the anchorman. Years later, I made sure to quote the dean, warning back to him as he sat in the front row during the law school's ceremony, honoring me as its alumnus of the year. No letter grade in one class was going to define my future, what I would do, and what I could become. You are now leaders of people and of the Coast Guard. You are also the leader of your own life. What type of life do you want for yourself? What do you want out of life? What meaning do you want your life to have? Think about it. It will help you act with purpose. My drive has been defined by a very clear purpose. My mother's and father's life journeys were defined by displacement. My mother was twice a refugee, first from war-torn Europe, and 19 years later with my father, my sister, and me from the communist takeover of Cuba. My mother lost most of her family to the Nazi concentration camps, and she never really regained her sense of security. In Cuba, my father lost the business he had started, as well as the chance to be by his mother's side when she passed. My parents were both extraordinary people, principled and kind beyond measure. They instilled in me the values by which they lived unflinchingly. Through whatever work I perform well, and through the impact it might have, I have sought to introduce people to my parents, people who never had the gift of knowing them. They are the primary engine of my drive, the primary reason why I work so hard, my purpose. Define your purpose and lead your life accordingly. Reach high. Your achievements will not surprise us. We know who you are and what you are capable of, and we have confidence in your leadership. 38 years ago, a graduate of the class of 1985 threw her cadet cover high in the air. Today, she participated in her first Coast Guard Academy graduation as the Commandant. Throw your cadet cover as high as you can today. Let it symbolize the future that you will lead. Congratulations.
Will the audience please be seated? On behalf of the Coast Guard Academy, thank you, Mr. Secretary, for being with us today and honoring the Academy and the Coast Guard with your presence. I'd now like to present the United States Coast Guard Band, conducted by Commander Adam Williamson, who will perform the Armed Forces Medley as arranged by Chief Musician Sean Nelson. All past and present members of the military are invited to stand as the band plays their respective anthem. the United States Marine Corps. The United States Navy. The United States Air Force. The United States Space Force. The United States Coast Guard. Seats, please. Thank you, Commander Williamson, and the members of the Coast Guard Band. At this time, I'm pleased to introduce Dr. Amy Donahue, Provost and Chief Academic Officer, who will present the candidates for degrees.
Secretary Mayorkas, Admiral Fagan, Admiral Kelly, distinguished guests, family and friends, faculty, staff, coaches, crew, welcome. To the class of, to the great class of 2023, congratulations on arriving at this day. It's a significant one, a benchmark in your life that you and your family will recall forever as an indelible moment of triumph and promise. Today, you pause on a remarkable threshold, able to reflect on the whole of your undergraduate education and to anticipate a future full of opportunity and possibility as a Coast Guard officer. At moments like this, it is natural to look to the future. Indeed, we humans are future-oriented creatures. Most of our energy is directed at the next day, the next year, the next assignment, the next challenge. After all, we well know, and the Commandant rightly reminds us, tomorrow will look different, and we need to be ready to meet it. The trick is, we cannot see tomorrow. 5,000 years ago, the Mesopotamians had it right. We do not face the future. We face our past because that's what we can see. We succeed by backing into the future we cannot see, relying on understanding that comes from examining and using our experience. And today, as you look at your past, you can see all you have accomplished over your time at the Academy, and it's a lot. At this moment, this cusp between Academy and service, you're about to exit the land of the lasts. You've written your last papers, you've taken your last exams, until graduate school anyway. You've routed your last excusal, you've marched in your last drill, and you look good doing it. And pretty soon, you'll enter the land of firsts again. First assignment, first duty station, maybe your first apartment, maybe your first tattoo, I don't know. But there are a lot of new things ahead for you. My advice for you in this moment on the boundary between lasts and firsts is this. As you consider your life ahead, do not seek success. Success is not an objective. Do not seek happiness. Happiness is not an objective. Success and happiness are a little like stars. They're hard to see if you look directly at them. Instead, determine what is meaningful for you and devote your energy to those things. If you do, you'll find that success and happiness accrue naturally. That said, I do wish you great success and happiness, and I do believe you will discover them. They will come to you if you pour your energy into the work and the people right where you are. You all know how to do this. You've spent the past 4 years with your eyes in the boat most of the time. That's why you succeeded so well. You and your shipmates have stayed focused in the boat. But you're about to discover that it's not that you're all in the same boat. It's that we're all in the same storm. Some in this storm can swim, some cannot. Some are treading water, some are drowning. Some are on fancy yachts, some are running drugs. Some are in disabled vessels, some in overloaded sail freighters, some in rustic rafts. And a few are in Coast Guard cutters. You are people who choose to be the ones in this world that look out for others. Your job is to be there for them in that storm. That is true at sea, and it is also true in your lives. Though you cannot see it, never doubt you are prepared for what's ahead. We are certain you have the tools and resourcefulness you need to succeed. That's what you've gained by earning this degree, and that's why we mark this moment with a ceremony. As important as this moment is for all of you, though, it is perhaps an even prouder moment for your families. You cadets are spectacular, but you didn't become so without a lot of love, support, and guidance, and the lion's share of that comes from your families. So thank all of you here today for what you've contributed to this moment. And some of your greatness did actually come from us, the faculty, staff, coaches, and crew of the Academy. Just as you make your families proud, you make us as an Academy so proud. The attainments of our students are our greatest reward. Our graduates are the emblems of our success, are products of our very best efforts. You are the proof that what we do for a living is worth it. But in the end, we don't give you this education. You have to claim it. And we don't give you this degree. You earned it. So thank you for doing what it took to arrive at this day, for all you've given and all you will give to the nation you will serve. You are a special group of people, and I am honored to be among the first to commend you on your success. Now the moment has come. This is the last time somebody is going to tell you what to do as an undergraduate cadet, and it is my great privilege to do so. Will the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science please rise? Admiral Kelly, as Provost and Chief Academic Officer, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science. The fact they have been examined and approved by the faculty.
Thank you, Provost. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I now confer upon each of you the degree of Bachelor of Science and admit you to all of its rights and privileges. Congratulations, class of 2023. Well done.
Class of 2023, you may be seated. As the United States Coast Guard Academy's 37th Common Cadets, I'm pleased to present candidates for commission as Ensign in the United States Coast Guard. Admiral Fagan, as Common Cadets, I have the honor of presenting to you the candidates for commission as Ensign in the United States Coast Guard. They have met all military requirements and have successfully demonstrated competency as leaders of character in the Academy's 200-week leader development program. At this time, I invite you to administer the oath of office to those being commissioned in the United States Coast Guard, ma'am.
Will the cadets please rise? Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I state your name. Do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I take this obligation freely without any mental reservation or purpose of evasion, and that I will well and faithfully discharge the duties of the office on which I am about to enter. So help me God. Congratulations. You may be seated. Thank you.
Thank you, Admiral Fagan. We will now present the graduating class with their diplomas and commissions. As each graduate approaches the platform today, she or he is being presented with a gift by the Coast Guard Academy Alumni Association. Presenting the class of 2003 Challenge Coin will be Captain Andrea Marcial, United States Coast Guard, retired. And the class of 2023's Link in the Chain representative, Rear Admiral Kenneth Menudo, the United States Coast Guard, retired. Coast Guard Academy class of 1973. The degrees of Bachelor of Science will be presented by the Superintendent, Rear Admiral Bill Kelly. Commissions as Ensign in the United States Coast Guard will be presented by the Secretary, Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my deep personal honor to name each graduate, their academic major, and their future assignment. Since its founding in 1876, the United States Coast Guard Academy has graduated leaders of character in service to our nation. Out of respect to each graduate, please hold all sounds of acknowledgement and applause until the last graduate has crossed the stage. At that time, we'll give them the thunderous round of applause they so richly deserve. George Roy Ockling, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Confidence. Niall Youssef Alami, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Seneca. Jane Abra Aladidadi, Marine Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Campbell. Adrian Alpizar, Government Major, Republic of Costa Rica. Robert Stephen Altoon, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Myrtle Hazard. Javier Daniel Alvarez, Naval Architect, Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Argus. Brenda Noel Anderson, Marine Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, William Flores. Aiden John Arsenault, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, William Trump. Zachary Dylan Baker, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Vigilant. Lucy Lee Bastion, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Calhoun. Catherine Louise Becker, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Nathan Bruckenthal. Barrett Ann Bador, Marine Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mackinac. Nicholas Townsend Betts, Electrical Engineering Major, Basic Flight School. Kurt Walter Biederman, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Campbell. Elise Kathleen Burkhauser, Operations Research and Data Analytics Major, Coast Guard Sector, New Orleans, Louisiana. Lindsay Grace Blake, Operations Research and Data Analytics Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Walnut. Tyler Nash Bland, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Spar. Hannah Grace Bliss, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Kimball. Gregory Tyler Boland, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Alex Haley. Megan Deanne Bolin, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Bear. James Wesley Bongard, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Kimball. John Reagan Boran, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Eggert Culberson. Brendan Patrick Bowman, Government major, Coast Guard cutter, Seneca. Jenna Michelle Brandberry, Managing major, Coast Guard cutter, Elm. Julie Ann Brisbane, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Gunner Charles Broadfear, Government major, Basic Flight School. Rachel Michelle Bubeck, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Oak. John Allen Bukowski, Naval Architect and Marine Engineer major, Coast Guard cutter, Active. Ulissa Danielle Burns, Marine and Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard cutter, Roland Fritsch. Riley Nicole Burton, Government major, Coast Guard cutter, Resolute. Faith Markia Butler, Managing major, Coast Guard cutter, Robert Yerid. James Anthony Campbell, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Correction, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Justin Canovis, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Monroe. Daniel Joseph Capolongo, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Robert Ward. Braniel Timir Carrillo Falcone, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard cutter, Bristol Bay. Anna Claire Eva Carlton, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard cutter, Humberto Hernandez. Blake Christopher Carroll, Managing major, Coast Guard cutter, Venturous. Jacqueline Autumn Carter, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Steadfast. Gianna Grace Cassio, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Bernard Weber. Brian Ethan Chan, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Kimball. Samuel Xavier Chapman, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Argus. Madeline Marie Clark, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Kimball. Patrick Spencer Connor, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Raymond Evans. Tegan Neely Cordova, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Isaac Mayo. Mia Jacqueline Koss, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mohawk. Jack O'Hara Coughlin, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Hamilton. Andrew Ruben Kruger, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Basic Flight School. Keita Madeline Cummings, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Stratton. William John Cunning, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, James. Ryan James Curry, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Laguerre. Michael Scott Dankworth, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Midget. Lauren Elizabeth Darty, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Thetis. Katie Claire Denon, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Reliance. Mariah Chang Dewey, Managing Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Calhoun. Ethan DeGidio, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Stone. Bridget Rose Danin, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mackinac. John Sebastian D. Tomaso, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Hamilton. Gabrielle Marie Dusso, Operations Research and Data Analytics Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Escanaba. James Michael Duran, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Cyprus. Rebecca Lenore Emerson, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Basic Flight School. Noah Patrick Ingstrom, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Richard Dixon. Banks Fitzgerald Evans, Electrical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Richard Schneider. Kaylin Kamel Farley, Civil Engineering Major, Basic Flight School. Jack Thomas Farrell, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Stratton. Nicholas Gary Fisher, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Lawrence Lawson. Isabella May Flieger, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Margaret Norvell. John Patrick Flood, Mechanical Engineering Major, Basic Flight School. Ryan Thomas Flynn, Electrical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Stone. Clayton Edward Forfinski, Operations Research and Data Analytics Major, Basic Flight School. Kevlin Lanessa Frazier, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Charles Sexton. Gabriella Isabel Fraun, Managing Major, Coast Guard Cutter Fur. Charlotte Lynn Fuller, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Campbell. Timothy Joseph Ganuncio, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Calhoun. Thomas Hughes Edward Gill, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Dependable. June Suck Go, Electrical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Oliver Henry. Katharina Lauren De Oliveira Goncalves, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Dauntless. Sid Juliet Gonzalez, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Richard Etheridge. Megan Elise Goulded, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter William Hart. Catherine Esther Gower, Marine and Maritime Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter Healy. Christine Jude Grove, Fulbright Scholar, Reykjavik University, Reykjavik, Iceland. Taylor Kincaid Gustafson, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Sycamore. Jarrett Cameron Hobbin, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Diligence. Finnegan Morgan Hall, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter David Duran. Haley Elizabeth Henley, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Alert. John Lee Hansen, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Harriet Lane. Daniel Joseph Haberson, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Diligence. Connor Michael Healy, Management Major, Coast Guard Cutter William Chadwick. Hayden Barry Noah Hendricks, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Oliver Berry. Jose Dominic Newcomb Hernandez, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Escanaba. Roberto Andres Herrera, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter Maurice Jester. And Elizabeth Hinman, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Berthoff. Charles Edward Hogue, Mechanical Engineering. Caleb Mark Holdridge, Electrical Engineering, Basic Flight School. Elsa Linnea Happenworth, Marine Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard Cutter Alder. Emma Lynn Horn, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cutter John Patterson. Heather Xing-Yi Huang, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Robert Sean Haffenagel, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Valiant. Kirby Hugh Kwa Nguyen, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter Mobile Bay. Mary Ann Huynh, Marine Environmental Sciences major, Basic Flight School. Tyler Sun Huynh, Mechanical Engineer major, Coast Guard Cutter Hamilton. Amy Elizabeth Jackson, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cutter Dauntless. Gerard Ralph Jackson, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter Tampa. Chase June Jin, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cutter Stratton. Tanner Robert Johansson, Management major, Basic Flight School. Margaret Sarah Johnston, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Dependable. William Martin Castrid, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Ford. Lucas Patrick Kavanaugh, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter Tahoma. Aiden John Kenna, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Steadfast. Thomas Andrew Kenny, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Midget. Andrew Richard Kirst, Naval Architecture major, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Healy. Matthew David Kickhafer, Mechanical Engineering major, Basic Flight School. Alana Renee Kafer, Marine and Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard Cutter Stone. Ryan Patrick King, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Alert. Madeline Marine Kerwin, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter Berthoff. Lenora May Krajewski, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter Tampa. Gage Allen Kruger, Managing Major, Coast Guard Cutter James. Michelle Asedua Quafo, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Tahoma. Ryan Kwok, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Donald Horsley. Wyatt Jack Lobby, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Benjamin Bottoms. Brock Dominic Lagany, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Mohawk. Derek Michael Ledford, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Bailey Barco. Samika Deanna Lewis, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Monroe. Turner William Lennefelter, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Laguerre. Francis George Linzo, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Willow. Jeffrey C. Lowe, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Argus. Liam Charles Logue, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter Joseph Gearsack. Dylan Joseph Looney, Electrical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Dauntless. Grace Olivia Luce, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Vigilant. Daniel Robert Lucas, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Mohawk. Tyler Chang Ma, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter Berthoff. Kenneth Richard Walzinski, Mechanical Engineering Major, Basic Flight School. Madison Faustino Maloney, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter Hollyhock. Caden James Moreno, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter Resolute. Charles Wells Mason, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, alert. Lauren Elizabeth Mattingly, Government Major, Basic Flight School. David John McCullough, Marine and Maritime Sciences major, Coast Guard Cutter, Willow. Kevin Scott McKeechin, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Vigilant. Daniela Stella McGinn, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Tahoma. Connor Daniel McGuire, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Jacob Peru. John Patrick McKenna, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter, Thetis. Molly Brooke McVeigh, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Ventress. Hannah Beth Meisner, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Tanner Michelle Miller, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Harriet Lane. Luke Newell Mills, Government major, Basic Flight Training. Jack Sawyer Munson, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter, Reliance. Brian Patrick Morrell, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mohawk. Benjamin John Morris, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Confidence. Aaron Robert Motis, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Harriet Lane. Natasha Jade Muirhead, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cutter, James. Ernesto Gabriel Munez Samalat, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cutter, Harriet Lane. Alexandra Lorraine Murphy, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Kimball. Robert Joseph Musanti, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Sector, Miami, Florida. Lena Emily Namatame, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter, Sequoia. Carrie Eileen Nasso, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter, Juniper. Cassandra Chuang Newell, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cutter, Monroe. Patrick Brian Ober. Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Weishi. Conroy Patrick O'Donnell. Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cutter, Polar Star. Robert Joseph O'Donnell, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Stone. Nathan Donald Olmsted, Naval Architecture and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Tahoma. Savannah Teresa Olanis, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Sequoia. Joshua Angelo Albulario Orbe, Government major, Republic of the Philippines. Hector Omi Orozco Rivera, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Joseph Doyle. Casey Wayne Owen, Cyber Systems major, Coast Guard Cutter, Northland. Olivia Angel Oyola, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Midget. Adam John Pelurulo, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mackinac. William Antonio Baez, Civil Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Vigorous. Rachel Lee Pelton, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Mackinac. Peyton Randolph Phillips, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cutter, Myrtle Hazard. Godwin Jeremy Piang Ni, Marine and Environmental Sciences major, Republic of Mauritius. Nathan Robert Pierce, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Cutter, Midget. Michael Christopher Pinto, Management major, Coast Guard Cutter, Laguerre. Celine Isabel Pezentnik, Marine and Environmental Sciences major, Basic Flight School. Riley Amarita Pogoloff, Government major, Coast Guard Cutter, Vigorous. Melody Rose Pompey, Managing major, Coast Guard Cutter, Bear. Claire Caroline Portuguese, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cutter, Venturous. Montgomery Campbell Ricky, Operations Research and Data Analytics major, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Dylan Luis Revy, electrical engineering major, basic flight school. Andrew Leonard Rizzo, management major, basic flight school. Julia Irene Rodriguez, Marine Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard cutter, Calhoun. Natalie Michelle Rodriguez, Marine and Environmental Sciences major, basic flight school. Connor Daniel Ropp, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard Marine Safety Unit, Houma, Louisiana. Megan Kelly Roth, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Alert. Melissa Marine Rowell, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Vigorous. Sarah Jane Peck Rootman, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Monroe. Maxwell Giberson Ryan, Management major, Coast Guard cutter, Winslow Greiser. Kalia May Sulang, Marine Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard cutter, Frederick Hatch. Michael James Sampson, Management major, basic flight school. Renee Emily Sanchez, Government major, Coast Guard cutter, William Sprawling. Casey Reed Savage, Marine Environmental Sciences major, basic flight school. Andrew George Shad, Government major, Coast Guard cutter, Northland. Brock Elwood Schisler, Government major, Coast Guard cutter, Reliance. Shannon Riley Schmidt, Management major, Coast Guard cutter, Joseph Dazanos. Sarah May Schollenberger, Electrical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Pablo Valent. Sophia Kalaj Oba Scott, Marine Environmental Sciences major, Coast Guard cutter, Polar Star. Madison Maya Seguin, Management major, Coast Guard cutter, Escanaba. Thomas Williams Sellers, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Kimball. Selena Giselle Cerna, Management major, Coast Guard cutter, Argus. Adib Nasser Shoehate, Mechanical Engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, James. Raphael Christopher Julian Silva, Management major, Coast Guard cutter, Forward. Mockler William Simon, mechanical engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Healy. Emma Grace Sneed, naval architect and marine engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Alex Haley. Noah Zane Soto, cyber systems major, Coast Guard cutter, Stratton. Sonia Shriniwas, operations research and data analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Stratton. Robert John Stankovic, civil engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Thetis. Justin Joseph Stasiak, mechanical engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Angela McShann. Phoebe Baker Stevens, electrical engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Seneca. Jerome David Steeth, cyber systems major, Coast Guard Cyber Command. Mark Carl Stutz, mechanical engineering major, Basic Flight School. John Randall Taylor, government major, Coast Guard cutter, Hickory. Angela Maria Tejada Solis, operations research and data analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Sprawling. John Winston Thigpen, management major, Coast Guard cutter, Jacob Peru. Cooper Stone Thompson, management major, Coast Guard cutter, Tahoma. Jennifer Marie Thorpe, mechanical engineering major, Basic Flight School. Charles Basil Talovich, government major, Coast Guard cutter, Sycamore. Noel Claire Tursky, manager major, Coast Guard cutter, Richard Schneider. John Cummins Baylor, government major, Coast Guard cutter, Valiant. Vincent Marinas Valdez Berceo, naval architect and marine engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Stone. Maxwell Henry Van Reese, government major, Coast Guard cutter, sector, Honolulu, Hawaii. Julia Lee Van Leeuwen, civil engineering major, Coast Guard cutter, Weishi. James Robert Bucoin, operations research and data analytics major, Coast Guard cutter, Vigilant. Kelly Lynn Wade, marine and environmental sciences major, Coast Guard sector, San Francisco, California. Jacob Edward Wagner, manager major, Coast Guard cutter, Resolute. Maxwell Allen Walk, mechanical engineering major, Basic Flight School. Leah Soleil Walker, Mechanical Engineer Major Coast Guard Cutter Laguerre. Tafari Zion Wall, Government Major Coast Guard Cutter Seneca. Anne Marie Rita Wallet, Civil Engineer Major Coast Guard Cutter Northland. Jillian Renee Walsh, Cyber Systems Major, Coast Guard Cutter, James. John Murphy Walsh, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Alex Haley. Justin Wang, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Midget. Jacqueline Danielle Ward, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Calhoun. Rachel Brianna Whalen, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Kathleen Moore. Rachel Anna Widman, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Valiant. Madison Chelsea Wilbanks, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Sector, Mobile, Alabama. Taylor Lauren Winters, Government Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Kakui. Silas Addison Wisehart, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Melvin Bell. Natalie Chin Lu Wong, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Healy. Brennan Cole Wood, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Hamilton. Kendall Nicole Woods, Naval Architect and Marine Engineering Major, Coast Guard Marine Safety Unit, Morgan City, Louisiana. Mark Enrico Yacon, Operations Research and Data Analytics Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Daniel Tarr. Patrick Doe Yoon, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Bergtolf. Daniel Jin Yi, Electrical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Northland. Joseph June Yi, Civil Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Weishi. Taylor Jin Young, Marine and Environmental Sciences Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Elm. Natalie Rose Yergel, Mechanical Engineering Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Polar Star. Daniel James Cirillo, Manager Major, Coast Guard Cutter, Valiant. Ladies and gentlemen, the graduates of the class of 2023. You may be seated. Ensign Michelle Quaffo, President of the Coast Guard Academy Class of 2023, please come to the podium to make a special presentation.
Mr. Secretary, on behalf of the great class of 2023, I present you this token of appreciation.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the alma mater and remain standing until the conclusion of this ceremony. Yes, we are cadets, proud of our corps. Proud of our heroes, brave who guard every shore. Yes, ours is courage, service our fame. So hostile and mighty, as we sing honor to thy name. Coast Guard forever. I Coast Guard forever. Always we honor thee, pride of our nation. Academy and Corps, feel thy mighty roar. Lieutenant Commander Williams will now deliver the benediction.
Let us pray. As we prepare to depart this place and release these young officers to the fleet, I want to send them off with the words from 1 Timothy. Let no one despise your youth, but be an example to the believers in word, in conduct, in love, in spirit, in faith, in purity. You have called them to this great task, and through this institution have prepared them to be successful. I pray you will grant them wisdom to lead, humility to listen, discernment to judge correctly, discipline to remain focused, and grace for the many mistakes they will make. Whenever they are afraid and uncertain, remind them of how you brought them through before, and you can do it again. And now, the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.
Ensigns of the class of 2023, you may now divest yourselves of all symbols of cadet life. Thank you, sir. Platform party and presenters of commissions, please recover. Audience, please remain in place until the departure of the official party, the playing of Stars and Stripes Forever, and the recessional. New ensigns and other military personnel attend hut. Those covered and salute. Now, Homeland Security, departing. Now, Coast Guard, departing. Now, Coast Guard Academy, departing. Ready, two.
The 142nd commencement exercises of the United States Coast Guard Academy are now concluded.
This is where it started. And this is where it ends. See you in Jersey.
Michael Dankworth, wow. We're so incredibly proud of you.
200 weeks, what an accomplishment.
Can't wait to come visit you in Hawaii. Go Bears. Hi Mike, I'm so proud of you. Congrats on graduation. You're doing amazing things in Hawaii. We all can't wait to visit. I'm so proud of you. Set your mind to keep that up. Love you.
Nicholas, it's been a long road, but you made it. Congratulations. Love you.
Congratulations, Casey. I love you.
Proud of you, Casey. We're so proud of you, Casey. Congratulations, Rachel.
We're mighty proud of you.
We're so excited for your next season of life.
We love you. We love you, Casey.
Congratulations, Casey.
Congratulations, Casey.
I love
Congratulations, Aaron. We love you.
Congratulations on a job well done.
God bless you, Billy.
Congratulations, Billy.
Hey, Andy. I am so proud of you. I know you've worked so hard over these last 4 years. And you've just been so eagerly anticipating this day. And I'm so proud of the hard work you put in. It's finally here. And I can't wait to start our lives together.
Shout out to our Faye. We are so very proud of you and look forward to visiting you in Miami. We love you too.
Congratulations, Rachel. We love you. From Catalina, California, Anna Carlton, we love you. We wish you the best in your Coast Guard career.
And all the family and the Maria crew.
Congrats on graduating. We're so proud of you. Sending love.
Hey balls, it's Mom and Dad. We just wanted to congratulate you. It seems like this venture for you, the Academy just started, and it's been such a fast 4 years. We look forward to your new adventure going to Alaska, and we just wanted to say congratulations again. Congratulations, bud.
Congratulations, balls.
To the cadet formerly known as Heavy D, or Fat Pappy. Congrats on graduating, man. I wish I could be there to celebrate, but I'm there in spirit. We all love you, and we're all very proud of you.
Congratulations, Zach, on graduating. Good luck in Cocoa Beach. Sorry we couldn't be there either. Happy graduation!
Ha dedicado 4 años muy fuertes. Pasamos cosas difíciles, pero lo lograste. Estoy súper orgullosa de vos. Te amo, mi amor.
Congratulations, Tyler. We love you.
We're so proud of you.
Congratulations, Andrew. I'm so proud of you. Love you.
Congrats, Andrew. You did it. Congrats, Andy.
So proud of you, little brother.
Love you, proud of you. So proud of all the hard work. Love you, bud. Hey, Kata.
Congratulations.
From across the world. We'll see you soon.
Congratulations, Liam. We are so proud of you.
Liam, good luck in Hawaii. We're going to have an exciting adventure. We work very hard at Coast Guard Academy.
Congratulations, We always be the favorite child. We're so proud of you, and we love you so much.
Congratulations, Gerard. You've accomplished so much. And there's much more for you to do in your career. We're so proud of you.
We love you, Gerard. And go Bears. Congratulations, Elsa.
Your bun has come a long way.
We're so proud of you.
Hey, Elsa. Happy graduation. You're gonna have a lot of fun in San Francisco. Love you.
Congratulations, Jared. We're so proud of you.
Go Bears! Woo!
Congratulations, Casey, on graduating. You went a long way from the 8th grader in my social studies class to graduating from the Coast Guard Academy. You couldn't have made our community more proud, and I'm super proud of you, and good luck in your future.
Yeah, Casey, congratulations. I mean, seeing you all the way back in 6th grade, building the balsa wood towers and all the work you did to get in, to give yourself these opportunities, and to do these great things. Great luck to you in the future when you're in Virginia, and good luck. We're all very, very proud of you. Outstanding job.
Hey, Thomas. Bravo Zulu.
Great job, Thomas. We're proud of you.
Hi, Natalie. Congratulations. Fair winds and following seas. You're done great. Keep going. Love you. Bye.
Congratulations, Cubby. Good job.
Good job, Cubby. Congratulations. Finally, you've got.
Look at this ugly kid.
Half a day, Jose Hernandez. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Hi, Clay.
Hi, Clay.
Shout out from Michigan. We love
Love
you.
you. We're proud of you.
We're so excited for you. Congratulations.
Herrera, congratulations. You cannot imagine how proud you have made us.
We love you and wish you many great adventures on the Jester.
Hey Tyler, it's Brian. On behalf of all your Savannah friends, we all just wanted to say congratulations. We're super excited for you, and we'll see you soon.
Hey, Miss Kay. We just wanted to let you know how much we love you and how proud we are of you. You've overcome adversity with faith, family, and friends. I hope these continue to be in your life. And always remember, ask questions, learn lots, and don't be afraid to admit if you were ever wrong. Love you. Bye. Go, go, Gower Power. We love you, Kat.
Kata, congratulations on your graduation and your commissioning.
And Semper Parats to you and the rest of the class of 2023 and forever.
Go Bears!
Congratulations, AJ. We're so proud of you. Good luck in the fleet.
Bravo Zulu to you and all your shipmates. Good
Go
luck.
Bears.
Go Bears.
Congratulations to the great class of 2023 and our daughter, Julia Rodriguez. We are so proud of all you've accomplished in the last 4 years.
Forever. Go Bears.
We're proud of you, Robert.
Yeah, man.
Good job. Keep going.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, Daniel. Woo! You did it. What a challenge.
We know you're going to serve our country well on the Mohawk.
We're so proud of you.
Congratulations, Noah. Today's your day. You're off to great places. You're off and away.
Congratulations. We love you.
Congrats, Mac.
Congratulations, McKellar.
Congratulations, Mac.
Congratulations, Mac.
Congrats, Mac.
I'm so proud of you, Brendan. You're a great grandson. The greatest. I love you.
Done.
Hi, Hannah. Congratulations. We're really proud of you. No, I want to look at it.
Congratulations, Brock. We're so proud of you. We love you. We love you so much.
Hi, Brock. I love you so much, Brock. I'm so happy what you're doing for the Coast Guard and for yourself.
Congrats to Kevin McEachin from Coast Guard Port Security Unit 305. I love you, bud.
There we go.
Hi, Will. Congratulations.
Yay, Will.
Nice job, Will.
Congrats. We're so proud of you.
So proud of you. Congratulations.
Big job.
Congratulations. We're so proud of you, Daniel.
See you in Key West.
Woo! Congratulations, Alexander. We're so proud of you.
Congratulations,
Jake.
The class of 2023. We're proud of you. We love you.
Congratulations.
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 Congrats.
Congratulations, Jack.
We are tremendously proud of you, Jack. God bless you in your Coast Guard career.
Congratulations, Jake.
We are so proud of you, Maggie Sarah Johnston.
Congratulations on your commission and your degree in engineering.
We cannot wait to watch your next adventure.
You're awesome.
Love you.
Love you.
Shannon, you did it. Pop-Up was right. Congratulations on working so hard and never giving up. We are so proud of you.
Hi, Shannon. Congratulations. I'm so proud of you. What an accomplishment. I can't wait to see what the future holds for you. I love you.
Sarah, we need you!
To captain our boat.
Congratulations to the class of 2023.
And we're so proud of you, Jillian.
Semper Paratus!
And go Bears!
Hey Andy, just like this Ford Bronco, you survived and thrived.
We're so proud of you.
We can't wait to see what God does in your life.
We love you. Congratulations! Yay!
Congratulations, Andy. We're so proud of you and all your accomplishments.
Wherever the Coast Guard takes you, we'll be here cheering you on. I'm so proud of you and I love you so much.
Hi, my dear brother Noah. Congrats, and I love you so much.
We're very proud of you, Ensign Soto. Anchors away.
Thank you for your service, Noah.
To Josh Orbe and the amazing class of 2023, congratulations everyone. Greetings from the Philippines. Cadet Joshua Orbe and the amazing class of 2023, congratulations. Greetings from the Philippines.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Congratulations, Charlie.
Congratulations, Alexander. We're so proud of you.
Well done, Alexandra. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Alexandra.
Congratulations, Jack O'Hara Coughlin, on a great job at the United States Coast Guard Academy, class of 2023.
I, as your mama bear, am still recovering from that swab summer, Jack, but you have moved on with strength, character, and grace to Ensign Coughlin.
Congratulations, Semper Paratus, go Bears!
Congratulations, Madison Maloney and the class of 2023. We're super proud of you. Love, Mom.
Congrats, Madison.
Congratulations, Madison.
Patrick Ober, I'm so sorry I can't be with you today. I love you. Happy California.
Johnny's free! You did it! We're so proud of you.
Hey, Noah, I just want to say we're super proud of you and congratulations.
Good luck in your pursuit of cyber with the Coast Guard. We know you're going to eventually get there.
We love you.
After 4 long years, our country boy is finally coming back to the South.
Hallelujah!
Godspeed to Portsmouth, Brendan. We're so proud of you.
Job well done.
So you can start talking anytime.
Hi, sweetheart. Congratulations on achieving a very important goal. I am so proud of you and I love you so much. You are going to go so many places and so far in your life, and I'm so excited about it and so happy for you. Congratulations again. You've reached another wonderful goal. Bye. Love you.
Congratulations, Ensigns Grace Luce and John Flood.
I'm king of the world!
Katarina Goncalves, Mariah Dewey, Anna Carlton, Grace Luce. Congratulations, ladies. We love you.
Congratulations, Ensign Matthew Kickhafer, on your very special day. Love and blessings from Grandma Kay.
We are so proud of our new ensign, Derek Ledford.
Wishing you exciting times in Ketchikan, Alaska.
We love you.
Hey, mate, or should I say Officer Walsh. Happy graduation day. I love you so much, and I will see you there.
Hey, Joram. 1, 2, 3, 4, happy graduation from all of us to you. You're off to serve our nation, and we're so proud of you. Hey!
Congratulations, Sonia. We're so proud of you.
Enhorabuena, Sonia. Estamos muy contentos y orgullosos y deseando ver lo que te depara el próximo capítulo de tu vida.
A quick shout out to my Princess Noelle from Fort Myers Beach and her Tursky family. We are so proud of you.
Hey Turner Linnefelter, it's been so special watching you live your dream. We are so proud of you and all that you've accomplished.
We can't wait to see what God has planned for you in Portsmouth, Virginia.
We love you, be a blessing, and go be great.
Hey Joram, who's driving this boat? Here's the no one at the phone.
Enhorabuena, enhorabuena, Sonia.
Enhorabuena.
Enhorabuena. Enhorabuena, cariño. Enhorabuena.
Enhorabuena.
Hola, Sonia. Felicidades.
Enhorabuena.
Felicidades, Sonia.
Congratulations, John. We're so proud of you. Good luck in Alaska. We know you're going to do great things. We love you. Woo!
Adri, lo lograste. Estamos muy orgullosos de vos y te amamos. Felicidades.
We're so proud of you, Audrey. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Christine. We're super proud of you.
Way to go. Congratulations, Silas Weishart.
Megan Kelly Roth, we are so proud of you and excited for you. What an amazing accomplishment.
We love you. Congratulations and bravo Zulu to the class of 2023.
Hey, Noel, we've got a special message from your biggest fan.
You all right? Good. The pool is waiting for you.
Hey, Brennan. It's your favorite Auntie Tam and your cousins Lex and Sarah and your grandma, all from Colorado, wishing you the best of luck and congratulations on your graduation from the Academy. We love you, Brennan. Love you, Brennan. Congrats. Bye.
Hey, B-Baby, also known as Ensign Carrillo Falcon. Congratulations on your accomplishments. Your mom and I love you very much and are super proud of you. Congratulations.
Congrats, Sarah.
Job well done.
We are so excited for you to return to Florida.
Congratulations, Patrick. We love you and we're proud of you.
Congratulations, Cole, on graduating from the Coast Guard Academy.
We're all extremely proud of what you've accomplished so far.
We wish you the best of luck in Pensacola.
Congratulations, Lindsay Blake.
We're so very proud of you.
Good luck in Florida.
Hey, Curbs, congrats on graduating and keep spreading the good word of anime into Wisconsin. All right?
Hi, Maggie. We're sorry we can't be there, but Tyler, Patrick, Sean, and I are so incredibly proud of everything you've accomplished. Happy graduation and congratulations!
Hi, Danny. Congratulations. Your hard work's paying off. We're so excited for what your future holds and can't wait to have you back on the West Coast. Love you.
Congratulations, Jenna.
Congrats, Kevin Kitchen from BSU 305. Love you, man. Miss you.
Congratulations, Natalie. Wish you much success in your future career, and we are very proud of you and what you've accomplished. Love, Dad.
Congratulations, 2023. Go Civils.
Be civil!
On behalf of the Athletics Division, we want to congratulate the class of 2023 on an outstanding 4 years. We want to wish you fair winds and following seas. Semper Paratus and forever, go Bears!
From the Chemical and Environmental Sciences Department,
congratulations, class of 2023.
From your favorite instructors at CGA, congratulations,
class of 2023.
From the Office of Inclusion and Diversity, congratulations,
class of
2023. Continue to safeguard the core value of respect and embrace the differences to lead the teams of tomorrow.
Go Bears! Keep up the good fight. Bow to the right.
Go class of 2023.
Class of 2023.
Congratulations.
Prayers are with you.
Go Bears!
On behalf of your Alumni Association, congratulations to the great class of 2023. We've been with you every step of the way, and we're so happy to welcome you to the long blue line. Go 2023, 1, 2, 3, go Bears!
Rock on, class of 2023.
Put them together.
Class of 2023, congratulations and best wishes from the library staff.
Go Bears!
On behalf of the Department of Culture and Languages, congratulations to the class of 2023. You made it. And to the family, friends, and supporters here, thank you for your guidance. Felicidades a todos.
Congratulations, class of 2023. Go Bears!
from cadet activities,
from the Tide Rips program,
from the Sponsor Family program.
Congratulations, class of 2023.
Congratulations, class of 2023 from the Marine Science Department. Go Bears!